Straight on with the action, ladies and gentlemen. Please join me in welcoming in from Poznan in Poland, Damian Lawniczak.
So the man from Poznan, Damian Lawniczak, comes into the arena to take on a British fighter who has so much potential.
And please welcome his opponent from Belvedere, George Jupp.
Didn't work out for him on his biggest stage so far in his career. George Jupp, who lost against Miguel Berchelt in Mexico in the interim WBO World Super Featherweight title bout back in March last year. He's looking to get back to one of those big opportunities once again. Won his last bout on points.
Contest of 6 3-minute rounds. Introducing in the blue corner, wearing the red shorts with a white trim. Weighing in today at 9 stone and 7 pounds. In his 25th professional contest from Poznan in Poland, Damian Lawniczak.
Lawniczak, that's a ripple of applause.
Across the ring in the red corner, wearing the purple and black shorts. Weighing in today at 9 stone and 6 pounds, with a record of 14 victories and 3 defeats from 17 professional contests. From Belvedere, the former Southern Area Super Featherweight Champion and WBO Super Featherweight Challenger, George Jupp.
George Jupp, as I say, trying to rebuild to another title fight.
Stephen Bucci from Milton Keynes, your referee at Kieran McCann from Harrow. This is a Super Featherweight contest of 6 3-minute rounds.
6 rounds for Jupp to try and...
at all times. I'm sorry to break cleanly, step back, throw
needs to stay focused and keep...
Protect yourselves at all times, touch gloves, let's go.
Blast his way through his opponent, he'll want to. Plenty of talk about what's coming up next for him in terms of a rematch that has been booked in against George Smith, but tonight it's a Polish fighter in front of him that he's got to deal with first. Heavy favourite though, Jupp.
Yeah, Jupp's fought at a very good level. Miguel Berchelt, who he lost to, who's gone on to become a world champion, has got an astonishing KO rate. Minced.
It's perhaps just an opportunity that came too early.
Yeah. I mean,
in his career.
If you've seen the fight, he gave as good as he got for several rounds. This guy's just an absolute monster.
It's certainly a learning curve that he'll have seen the other side of now, I'm sure, and used to great effect. He's looking in very good shape and very good form coming into this one. Takes on a fighter, Lawniczak, who just one win in his last 10 fights. That was actually here at York Hall. Trading blows, that left hand just cracked up round the side of the head, but it's the boy from London that is certainly making the early going favourable to him.
Right over the top.
Good body shot into the side. Shake of the head from Lawniczak. Tell the difference between these two when Lawniczak is throwing those shots just then on the inside. They're so unclean and crisp, scrambled almost, whereas Jupp's strikes are
very sharp punching,
crisp, clean.
fast hands as well, Jupp.
And if to put an exclamation point on your point there, he throws two really quick lefts in quick succession. Just about keeping the guard down on the body there. His opponent, 10 years older than him, Lawniczak, compared to Jupp. Been fighting since 2004. But Jupp, as you'd expect, the early aggressor. A bit of extra reach, extra height. He's making the early part of this bout his. Round one certainly had him on the scorecard going to the 26-year-old.
Not an awful lot of doubt about that.
As we've mentioned this evening, talk about fighters that travel around to go worldwide for their bouts, and the loss in Mexico was Jupp's first fight outside of the UK.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big, you've got to give him full credit for going out there.
Well, if somebody dangles a world title opportunity in front of your face as a young fighter, you're probably going to go a great lengths to try and take it.
Well, absolutely. And look at Huey Fury going to New Zealand.
So Lawniczak is one who will be used to travelling around in the last...
Ooh, left hook
so
from there,
long.
landed clean on Jupp's chin. Didn't seem to phase him too much.
He's strong, he can take shots, and Lawniczak isn't renowned for being a hefty puncher, to say the least. Never had a knockout in his career, although has stood, gone through the rounds with plenty of opponents, only been knocked out 3 times.
Rushing in a little bit too much there. Lawniczak.
Good body blows and then raising up with that left round the side. Again, just keeping the jab moving, keeping it working, keeping the distance and the control.
So it seems to quite like the back foot, Jupp.
Another good couple of shots though from his opponent, Lawniczak. Finding a few gaps through, almost squeaked in the inside with the right uppercut. Certainly not looking like it's going to be an easy ride for George Jupp.
No, he does look focused though. He doesn't look like he's taking, you know, as you say, looking to the future. It's really stupid to do it midway through a round.
Well, he's obviously got a style and a game plan that he's not moving away from yet, Jupp. It's a very similar round, this one, to our first that we had, in terms of the way that the Englishman's approached it.
Yeah, I mean, Lawniczak has landed a couple more shots, but George's taken them and is landing more of his own stuff than his opponent. So
just left himself exposed slightly there. Lawniczak now starts to rain
fast
down
hands,
a couple of shots.
fast hands from the pole.
Jupp will want to retaliate. Show him that that sort of aggression won't be tolerated. Lawniczak just being pulled up for dragging the head of Jupp down. Didn't go very low though. Towards Jupp to evade the punches, and a bright finish for the fighter from Poznan.
Yeah, I don't think it did quite enough to win in the round, but you know, he's not here to make up the numbers, is he?
It really feels at the moment like a bout that just needs a couple of clean shots to ignite it slightly.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, George took one to the chin, but he took it so well it you know,
Completely
didn't
unfazed him.
yeah, didn't change anything.
10 seconds corners. Seconds out. Round 3.
Jupp immediately going back to the body. Good right hand.
Great
Set
hand
it up
speed.
with the jab really nicely.
Off again.
Stern telling off as well, and he
Good hook
takes
to
the
the
left hand for punishment as well.
Few there unanswered from Jupp. Lawniczak just tucking up, letting him do his thing. Clearly waiting for his moment. Starts unloading.
Yeah, you get the feeling that Jupp's guard isn't quite as strong when he clenches up in the same way that Lawniczak's is.
No.
That's what Jupp is breaking down right now. That right hand in over the top. Good uppercut, but it was replied with immediately. And look at this from Lawniczak.
Jupp ate a couple of those, but ducked and weaved through the others.
Trading blows nicely, these two.
Starting to pick up a bit now.
The 36-year-old is certainly growing in confidence as this fight goes on.
Now it's Jupp's turn for a warning. Good double.
So that right hand was the strongest of those shots. Just then. Still quite a few of them are just thudding off the gloves more than anything else. That's a lovely snap left from Lawniczak. Strong guard, and again, left round the side is probing in nicely. It's a round that you would say Jupp hasn't quite dominated.
Not quite, no, but
Those two punching each other in the face.
it's no bad thing for the spectator.
Seconds out, and a far less comfortable round for George Jupp than he would have liked or perhaps imagined as we finish up round 3. Lawniczak is just waiting, but when he does unload, because they're all in quick succession, Jupp's almost, when he's caught off guard, he's caught off guard for a good 30 seconds or so before he can really kind of get back into his flow. He's just started to break down his dominance slightly on the round.
His movement when Lawniczak gets him in those positions is good, but it's not quite good enough to. He's still catching 2 or 3, and you know, you don't know, the referee might be favouring that.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out.
Plenty still here. Keen on seeing what happens with George Jupp as we go into round 4. Both fighters being warned about lowering the heads. Lawniczak only 5'5". Jupp only 5'9", so you could argue the heads are pretty low anyway.
I take offence to that.
Good hand movement there by Lawniczak just to beat away those shots from Jupp.
Yeah.
Trying to spy his opportunities when Jupp steps in now as well. Good right hand though.
He keeps his head very upright, Jupp, which I think is what's not helping him.
Again, beating around the gloves more than anything else. He's slightly draining, but that guard stays strong from Lawniczak. Slightly better body shots there.
Looked a little low, was he warned? No.
Good club round the left hand though from Lawniczak as a reply. Almost walked onto a left from Jupp. Ooh, uppercut sneaking through. Quick head movement though from the Englishman.
That was a lot better. And then he got through with an uppercut of his own on the other side.
Straight, just catching Jupp down the centre. Want to see perhaps a little more protection at times from Jupp. Lawniczak being told to get on with things by the referee. Jupp forcing him back towards the ropes, back towards his own corner, to the outside of the ring. Stalling and stuttering and never pulling the trigger once again.
I think we had a punch landed for about 20 seconds there.
It's a good left jab, that. A very clean shot. It hasn't built on it just yet. He was almost able to tee off as well with the right hand with the final punch of the round. A better finish than the start for George Jupp. To round 4. And Lawniczak is being told off for talking to the referee. He said he'll take a point off him if he carries it on. Trying to argue his case, but as it should be, the referee's word should be final. There's no worries from either camp at the moment.
No, they both look
Both breathing steadily and
not being read the right act or anything.
looking relaxed in their corners.
Second out, round 5.
Round 5 gets going, as does Jupp. Can he build on the strong finish to round 4? Sneaky body shot, just getting in underneath on Jupp, but to land a few. That was slightly low, and Lawniczak looking at the referee, trying to say, let's have a look at these ones from Jupp, but he's starting to wind up once again. That's a good left hand. Set it up perfectly as well with the 2 punches before.
Took it well though, Lawniczak.
Well, there's been nothing that's phased him just yet.
No.
Despite the pressure and the punches that he's had to face. He comes back with a straight right of his own, which just about ducks away from. Touch ungainly there, though, from Lawniczak. Starting to lean into these punches a lot. Lawniczak and put a lot of his weight into them, trying to use his body weight to help him out. Good inside blow. Another uppercut. Lawniczak keeping that head moving, trying to make it a difficult target. It's another good volley from Jupp. The crowd appreciate it.
Good spell. Oof.
Again, it's those exchanges that just give Jupp the advantage on the card in these rounds. Having said that, it could have been knocked slightly by Lawniczak's right hand there.
Yeah, it's hard to see from the angle I'm at whether that hit or whether he just moved out of the way.
It certainly caught him. As I say, he's not renowned as being the most powerful puncher at this division. Another one just catches Jupp. Lawniczak's patience throughout the rounds pays off a little bit once again, but not enough to change the tide of this fight just yet. We go to round 6 now, round 5. Imagine that you have down as Jupp on the scorecard once again.
Yeah, I mean it's not one-sided, but it's not. Neither would I say it's, you know.
You don't ever feel, I think, that Lawniczak's got something extra in him to change this, to put down Jupp in any way. Could very much be wrong as we go to round 6, but you don't get the feeling that this is going to be an early stoppage from the Polish fighter.
Jupp looking fresh as he comes out.
Last touch of the gloves. George Jupp
there again.
It's ready to,
and again, is that right?
Try and finish off a relatively confident performance this evening. Wavered slightly in the latter parts. We're looking ahead to the copper box, of course, coming up against Smith.
George Jupp just there for a big uppercut that snapped his head back. But
fired one back though in reply as well. Seems to be the modus operandi for Lawniczak in this final round. Another stern telling off. Nice body blow. Jupp just
that was
standing backwards, but
that was better from Jupp, getting in and out of distance quickly.
He's replied to most of the shots that have landed on him. Another quick moment of aggression from Lawniczak.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he makes of his performance, whether he's happy with himself, Jupp.
Again, Lawniczak swinging, as he has done a couple of times in this fight, swinging big. Imagine he probably thinks that goading in Jupp and trying to leave the Englishman exposed slightly just for a second, taking a few hits and then counter-punching might be the only way he feels he can win this.
He's not showed the power yet to bother Jupp. I mean, he's caught Jupp with a couple of good shots, but not phased him.
No real swelling or anything like that around the face when he has been caught. Nothing to really.
Mind you, the same could be said of Jupp on.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
the seconds start to tick away in this final round. Neither fighter looks drained in any way, shape or form from their opponent. A very hard work night for both fighters. George Jupp will surely be on top after that one. Lawniczak proved a test over 6 rounds, one that wouldn't go away quickly. Jupp continues to march on and he gets ready for the copper box, as I say, in May. And that rematch against Mitchell Smith. Let's go down to the Master of Ceremonies, Mark Schmidt, with the official verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of action, referee McCann scores the contest 60 points to 54 points to your winner, George Jupp. And your appreciation, please, to Damian Lawniczak. Please join me in welcoming all the way from Bulgaria.
George, congratulations on the win. Would it be fair to say a frustrating one?
Not really. He's quite awkward. Comes lunging in. It was just a tick over fight. I got some cobwebs out. It's hard to train for a fight. And you're trying to think about a fight that's happening after, but I'm glad I've got that out of the way.
I was going to say, so you've got the rematch with Mitchell Smith.
Yeah.
So you admit that's been on your mind quite a lot? Looking
Yeah,
forward
a
to
little
it?
bit. I've been looking forward to this, but you can't lie and say you weren't thinking about that bigger fight.
Yeah.
You fight totally different when you have that mentality of that you know you've got to perform or you're going to get beat.
How do you see the rematch going?
Same result.
Exactly
the same result.
And then from there where? What after the rematch? What?
I'll get that fight away, and then we'll see what comes next. Hopefully, any title I'm willing to fight for, as long as my team sounds all right, we're going.
Well, best of luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well done.